Hi, I'm Jennifer Lutz, and I'm here with Jason Gardner, who is the incoming tourism manager for Isrotel Hotel Group. Thank you very much for speaking with me, Jason.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And I understand that you've been with this hotel group for quite some time.
I have just about 8 years now. I was on the opening operations team of the Orient Hotel, one of our exclusive hotels in Jerusalem.
Okay, well, I stayed the other night.
Yep.
Did.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And now I'm in sales and marketing for all the incoming tourism for our chain of 23 hotels throughout the country.
Okay. And so all over Israel?
All over Israel. All over Israel, from up north, all the way down south. It's basically split to 3 different categories of hotels. With the exclusive, the design, and the collection hotels. Our exclusive hotels are our 5-star deluxe properties, which include the Orient in Jerusalem, our Royal Beach Tel Aviv hotel, spa hotels, really each one with their own different experience as per the region or as per the type of hotel the hotel is built upon. And that goes on to the design hotels, and the design hotels are similar to the Alberto Hotel, which the one we're sitting in at the moment, which is a very much urban city experience in the heart of Tel Aviv. And other hotels of ours, such as the Kedma Hotel, which is down south, very chic-y desert experience.
Right, that's the chic desert thing that I've
sure does. It's quite amazing. And down to the collection, not down to the collection, but there are collection hotels as well, which are more about the family fun resort type hotels.
Okay. And do all of your hotels welcome children and families?
So not all the hotels. The majority of the hotels welcome families. We have a few of our spa hotels, which we only allow over the age of either 12 or even one hotel over the age of 16, allowing for more of a couples type experience.
Fantastic. Wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
So with so many different hotels all over Israel, is there some unifying principle or idea that is Isrotel Hotel Groups?
So Isrotel is all about service. So, and it's the highest level of service, together with the incredible facilities that we build. But you could offer wonderful, beautiful, and pampering facilities. If the service is not at the top, then it's just they're not going to have the same experience. So
it's all
about service and people. Absolutely.
Okay, so I want to ask you, because I know right now, given it's just 6 months since the attack and there's still the war happening, what would you say to people who are considering Israel or who have always wanted to come but are now a bit nervous?
Yeah. Being nervous is understandable. We are in the middle of a difficult situation at the moment. With that said, traveling around the center of the country, Jerusalem, Tel Aviv, down to the Dead Sea even, and to other areas such as Kedma, with a chic experience hotel, or Bereshit, which is overlooking the Ramon crater, its own little Grand Canyon exclusive hotel. You don't feel it as much. I say that very carefully because obviously due to the experience, you never know. But I do very much recommend coming to the country at a beautiful time as this. So yes, we are in a difficult time, but it's also a time of solidarity, and to see how Israel actually, the people and what goes on here during difficult times is actually quite stunning to see.
This is actually my first time in Israel, and I admit I was actually quite nervous to come.
Understandably.
I feel very privileged to be here right now.
Thank you. Thank you. As somebody who lives in Israel, thank you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for coming now, because it means the world to us. And Israel should, just in regular times and times like these, should be on people's bucket list. It's a very, very, very special country, offering so much. But top of that list are the people, and the Israeli people, and what you feel here when you arrive from Ben Gurion Airport throughout the country is just absolutely heartwarming, and it's stunning. It's really, it's a beautiful people. It's a beautiful country.
And are people coming right now?
So right now is more of the solidarity missions from North America, which we welcome them and we thank them for coming as well. There are also solidarity families, rather than going on a vacation within North America or Europe. is picking up the families and coming to Israel and supporting just by being here, which is actually very, very beautiful. With that said, the percentages are lower than usual, obviously. But with the history shows that with difficult times, whether it was war, whether it was Corona and COVID days, right afterwards, there's a very, very, very strong and high peak. So we await those days, and we're very optimistic for them to be here soon.
Are you starting to see more interest, getting more calls, anything like that?
We're getting a lot of inquiries about even about this coming spring, and not to mention the upcoming fall. We're traveling internationally to the other side of the world. People are already planning now for the fall, and rightfully so. People should be traveling for the fall. Hard to predict, obviously, what's going to be, but being optimistic, let's say the fall, we predict for everybody to be back on their feet here, and to have strong incoming tourism then.
And so now, and directly after the attack, when there really wasn't much tourism, what was going on with the hotel group? What were you doing?
So all our hotels turned into, I call it our local kibbutz. Every hotel, we hosted evacuees. 22 out of the 23. The last one just because we're doing renovations, so we couldn't. But all the hotels, we hosted evacuees, starting from the evacuees from the south and up to people from the north as well.
South were the ones who were directly hit by the attack.
Either directly by the attack or within the area and being threatened. Yeah. And we were privileged, I shall say, and honored to host the evacuees in our hotels. It was a different type of hospitality.
Yeah, what was that?
One that we're not used to. It was heartwarming and absolutely stunning. They came to us and they didn't know how to exactly initially react being in such beautiful hotels. And we didn't also initially know how to welcome them except just being our regular self and offering our service, which is exactly what we did. And we welcomed them to a point where they started clearing the dining room tables and they started feeling like they wanted to become part of our operational staff, which was really beautiful. We were initially at first like, no, please don't help us. At some point, we realized that it was occupational therapy for everybody, and it was just each helping each other. It was really beautiful. So we hosted almost 10,000 evacuees. We even had almost 50 four-legged friends as well in a bunch of the hotels. We had a bunch of their pets.
Now, wait, are your hotels usually pet friendly?
Usually not.
Okay.
Usually not. But again, hard times call for, certain decisions, and we made that decision, of course.
And in your role within the hotel, did offering this different type of hospitality change how you view hospitality, how you operate in the future in any way?
I think we saw a different side of hospitality, and this different side of hospitality, I think, made us stronger in realizing that every guest who walks through the doors, no matter what the situation is, whether it's war, whether people coming from North America, whether they're coming from anywhere in the world, it's really about welcoming the person, no matter what the situation is, and giving them from A to Z. It's just turning into their home, and our home is their home, no matter what's happening around.
So, who is coming to your home usually? Are your guests more from the United States, more from Europe?
So we have a good mixture. I would say our majority of incoming tourism is from North America, for sure. But it depends on the month, depends on the season, depends on which hotel. Jerusalem and Tel Aviv are very, very strong with North Americans and international tourists in general, but specifically for North Americans. And they love escaping for a couple of nights down to our Bereshit Hotel or our Kedma Hotel, or up north to our organic farm to table Mitzpeh Yamim Hotel. So they really, once they hear about our one-stop shop of hotels throughout the country, they want to try the different flavors and experiences throughout the country. So,
and this is something very nice sometimes, because I've had that experience where you want to book in advance, but you want to make sure you know the hotel. So at least they know your brand.
Yeah, they do. They know our brand, and we know how to recommend whether they're first-timers to Israel or second-timers, which direction they should travel in. Should they go do Jerusalem, Tel Aviv South, or should they do Jerusalem, Tel Aviv North? et cetera, et cetera. And we help them, we assist in building those packages together with their agents and together even directly very often.
And I understand as well that you work to fit the hotel into the community. So how do you do that in a place like Jerusalem, which is, I mean, it's Jerusalem.
Right.
How do you fit a luxury hotel in?
So it's an interesting question because the Orient, when we initially started building the hotel, it's actually in the middle of the German colony, which is a stunning, beautiful, beautiful neighborhood of Jerusalem. And when we first started building the hotel, the neighborhood heard that Isrotel was coming to build a hotel in Jerusalem in their neighborhood. And they got very, very nervous. They were a little bit anti in the beginning, shall we say, saying it loosely. We kind of told them in our way, saying, we're not building a big glass, beautiful hotel in the middle of your neighborhood. Trust us. You'll see what we're building. And now they're our best friends because they realize that it blends in. It's the authentic. You could just think that it's another beautiful home in the middle of the neighborhood.
I didn't want to leave, but then I got to the Alberto. I was like, so I trust you guys.
Yeah, thank you. So it's really knowing how to build a hotel, and we're experts at that. And from the planning stages of before we opening each hotel, of knowing where we're building it and what type of hotel, the theme of the hotel. And it's extremely important to know what to offer, where to offer it, and how to blend everything together.
And my last question for you, because you just seem like a passionate person, what do you love most about working with Isrotel?
What do I love? That's a terrific question. I think it just goes back to the people and the service. But even more so, being able to welcome tourists to our beautiful country and being able to portray our country through our hotels. If a person comes to a hotel anywhere in the world and they don't have a good experience at the hotel, they're going to leave the country with not a great feeling about the country. Okay? If they come to a country and they have a wonderful, wonderful hotel experience, followed by everything else, which that country knows how to do and experts in, then they leave the country with a different kind of vision of the country itself. And if we're responsible for even a certain percentage of that, then that means a lot to me personally. I almost feel like that's why everything's hand in hand with Ministry of Tourism, is because everything is just about portraying our country, our beautiful country. And if we're able to do that through our beautiful hotels and our incredible operational staff service, that combination is a win-win for me.
That sounds really special. You get to, in a way, be an ambassador for
Exactly. That's exactly the way I portray myself, especially when I travel, for sales and marketing purposes abroad. I look at myself as an ambassador to Isrotel, but not less to Israel itself. It's really equally important.
Well, you've made me feel very at home throughout my stay, so thank you again.
Absolute pleasure. Very sincere pleasure, and welcome you back again, and everybody listening. And
I'm coming back. I want the desert sheet.
Oh, you'll be there. We'll do that. Absolutely. We look forward to hosting you there.
Jason, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good for having you.
And I'm Jennifer Lutz with Insider Travel Report. Have a nice day.
Have a great day. Thank you.